Hello, and welcome to another exciting discussion with the Air Tribe. For the last 3 weeks, we have been talking about breakups. I'm your host for tonight. My name is Andrea Oden, and I am a high performance coach. So, we've been talking inside the tribe for all of February about relationships, specifically the hard parts, the breaking up. Why do relationships end? And tonight, I want to guide you through one of the hardest conversations that we all find ourselves having at some point. How to approach a breakup with kindness, clarity, and compassion. Whether you are the one initiating it or receiving it, these emotional moments can shape us deeply. But guess what? You can handle this with grace. And I'm here to walk you through it step by step. Now, breakups are never easy, and it's okay to feel nervous about them, anxious, but having an intentional approach can make all the difference. I'm going to break this process down into 5 simple steps inspired by what we call our Gentle Breakup Guide. These steps are designed to help you not only communicate your truth, but to do it in a way that honors both you and the other person. I want you to now grab a pen and paper, and I want you to take some notes because this is good. Let's be real for a minute, okay? I became a certified relationship coach back in 2008. It was my very first coaching certification. Now, you'd think that that would mean that I crush every relationship conversation, right? Wrong. I suck at breakup conversations. I suck at breaking up. I'm just not good at it, whether that's a relationship in a loving space, a relationship with a former friend that's ended. I struggle with having a conversation to end contact with someone. So, case in point, when my ex-husband and I divorced, he stayed in my house for 3 months because I couldn't find the courage or the words to ask him to leave. Another time, I broke up with someone, but he called and texted me nonstop all day for 2 straight weeks because he didn't believe I really meant it. And another time, I ended things with someone by sending him a song. Gladys Knight and the Pips, I Don't Want to Do Wrong. Spoiler alert, it was not my best move. And I also admit that I haven't always handled breakups with kindness. There have been times when I have unfairly unloaded on the other person, listing every fault and explaining why they weren't right for me or they weren't good enough for me and that I deserve better. But here's the thing. I've grown and I've learned. I'm stronger now. And there is one thing that I know about myself, and it's this. I can find a strategy for anything. And breaking up, that's no different. Tonight, I'm inviting you to join me for this powerful conversation, how to break up without breaking. Whether you're facing a tough goodbye or you just want to learn how to navigate these challenging moments, this is your chance to grow and to take control. Let's face it, together, and let's come out stronger on the other side. Let's get into tonight's discussion. I want to share with you a really simple strategy that can make it really easy when it's time to break up. And again, this works in any conversations where you need to end things with somebody. I've used it with friends. I've used it with mentees that, I've given you all I got and it's time for us to end this relationship. So, public service announcement. I am not a psychologist. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. If you find yourself in a situation where the end of a relationship could include abuse or violence, please consult with a licensed therapist and your local authorities. So let's dig in. Let's dig right into it and let's get to it. So let me tell you this. Ending a relationship doesn't mean breaking someone down or tearing apart their world or your world. It's not really a breakup. It's just an end. It's a chance to move forward, to grow, and to level up. Here's the truth. Their role in your story is over. Their part of your story is complete. The chapter has given you everything it was meant to, and now it's time to turn the page. This isn't about a loss. It's about an evolution. So we're going to reframe it. Our time together is just complete. We've traded all the value, all the lessons, all the positive experiences the relationship has to offer. And now it's about embracing what's next for both of us. So when it's time to move on, we have to do it gently and with gratitude for what was and with excitement for what's ahead. Now that sounded like a good breakup speech, didn't it? But that's not the speech. So there are 5 steps to breaking up in a way that doesn't break the other person and doesn't break you. So the first step is get clear on how you feel and why this is the right step for you. This is personal. This has nothing to do with him. I want you to reflect on your thoughts and emotions before you're ready to walk into a conversation. You're going to ask yourself questions like, why isn't this working for me? What isn't working for me in this relationship? What do I need to feel fulfilled that I'm not experiencing right now? The goal here isn't to nitpick flaws, but to ensure that you are grounded in your decision. You deserve clarity, and so does the other person. This stops you from breaking up and making up and breaking up again, right? It also stops you from, having a conversation that lands you back in his bed. I'm going to be honest. Let's keep it real. So if you are not sure and you can't identify why this is not working for you, and this is you, not him, you, then don't have the conversation yet. Now is not the time. Okay? If you're unsure, don't do it. Step 2, find the right time and the right setting, the right place. This is huge because the where and the when of this conversation greatly impacts how it goes. Choose a private, calm environment where you both have time without pressure or interruptions. This could be over the phone. If you believe for 1 second that this conversation might go left, do it over the phone. If you believe for 1 second that this conversation could end again with you in his bed, because sometimes that's what happens. He begs and pleads and tells you this, and you back off of what you were going to do. But if you believe that he might become angry or violent, or that you can't control your passions for him, do it over the phone. But, you know the man that you're breaking up with. You've spent time with him. So use your best judgment. So step 3, you're going to write it out. You're going to write down. And this is the heart of the conversation. You don't want to hurt him. You don't want to hurt the other person. We're adults and we should be able to end a relationship without placing blame, without hurting people. When like for real, and let's tell the truth. He knows what he did. If he did some things, he knows what they are. You've been having these conversations the whole time. So do not use this time to rehash everything the poor man's ever done or why he doesn't deserve you. So you're going to write down 3 things that you value or admire in him as a person. Nowhere in this conversation are you going to rehash all the arguments and problems that you've had. It's too late for that, and it serves no purpose. So you're going to start the conversation by sharing 3 things that you like about him as a person. And this is not about, what he bought you and what he did or didn't do. This is about who he is as a man. You're going to tell him on your way out that he is a good person. Okay? And then, so that's what you're going to write down, your 3 things that you admire about him. And step 4, you're going to write down your breakup statement. The statement is just 1 or 2 at the most sentences that tells him that the relationship is over. It's not passing judgment. It's not saying mean things. It's a sentence, maybe 2. This could be, something like, I've been thinking about our relationship and I believe that our time together as a couple is complete. And then you're going to wish him well in the future, ending on a positive and hopeful note that should help ease the sting of the moment. Now, he might call you back tomorrow with some thoughts, and you can choose to take that call or not. My advice would be not. But, I want you to wish him well. You might say something like, I truly wish you the best moving forward, and I hope that you'll find the happiness you deserve. Words like these remind the other person of their worth and potential, even during a difficult time. So let me play out the conversation for you. Hi there. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. I've been thinking a lot about our relationship. You are a wonderful man. I admire how you love your career and your dedication to your work. Your work ethic is tremendous. And I so admire that about you. I love what a great father you are to your children and how you would do anything for them. I appreciate the way that you have cared for me. What I realize is that our time together as a couple is complete, and it is time for us to move on. I want to thank you for sharing this part of your life with me. I appreciate you, and I wish nothing but the best for you. The words I will always use when describing you and our time together are wonderful, caring, and loving. I hope that we can both move forward in a positive way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think it's best that we end the conversation here. Thank you so much for understanding and for respecting my decision. That's it. And the final step may or may not happen. In a perfect world, that's the end of the conversation. You hang up the phone, you walk away, whatever that looks like. But the final step is to handle his emotional responses. You're going to handle his emotional responses with compassion while still keeping your boundaries intact. Yes, emotions might run high during this talk, and that's okay. It's important to listen, to empathize, and remain calm, but also know when to step back and move on. So if he starts saying other things or starts, getting emotional, I want you to take slow breaths, acknowledge his feelings gently, and if needed, repeat the core message. And the core message is, I believe that our time together is complete. When in doubt, repeat the breakup statements. Just say it again slowly calmly, quietly. Because the reality is, if you speak softly, he has to listen. Okay? What I know about men is either he's going to get really emotional and he'll say some things and you might need to back out of the conversation and just be done with it. It's okay. Or he's going to be shocked and he might try to talk you out of it and say, is there anything we can do? And your answer is, I think that we've given all that we can to each other. And it's best that we part ways. And you are not to get riled up and emotional. If he starts saying things that are weird, you can just end the conversation and it's okay. Okay. And there you have it. So that is how you have a breakup conversation without breaking the other person and yourself. It's a simple strategy that makes breaking up just a little bit easier. Remember, it's not about hurting the other person and it's not about placing blame. It's about acknowledging that their role in your story has come to an end. And now it's time to embrace what's next for both of you. So, as a free gift, and I love giving gifts, as a free gift, we're going to give you a copy of the Gentle Breakup Guide. You're going to find that guide inside the resource library of the Air Tribe. If you are not a member of the Air Tribe and you are a female leader or aspiring leader, this is the tribe for you. Inside the Air Tribe, it is a free community where you will find resources and tools to help you on your leadership journey as well as your journey as a woman, because we have something extraordinary to offer to the world. Inside the tribe, we have coaches of every kind. We have women who are leading companies, women who are leading, major departments. We have entrepreneurs inside of our tribe. So we have everything that you need to help you soar in this thing called life. I want to thank you for joining me this entire month where we have had so much fun talking about relationships. I wrote a book about, I think it was 2014, called Catching Hell, Trying to Love a Black Man. And it was following my divorce. I've been married for a very long time and had not dated in a while and was shocked at how much dating had changed. So I wrote this book and it's still very relevant today. But the part of the book that people enjoyed the most was called The Coroner's Report, where you do a deep dive into what killed your relationship. So we have made that free as a giveaway inside the Air Tribe. So please hit our resource library inside the Air Tribe. You will find a host of resources to help you become a better leader. And we're all on this journey to become the highest version of ourselves. So God bless you, and I will see you inside the tribe. Have a good one.